Hi everybody, it's Candace Spears. Welcome to Ambition, Honey, and Hustle. All right, so today we're going to talk about how when you waste time and you really don't push forward for the bigger impact that you should be making, how you really kind of screw it up for not just yourself, but for other people too. So let's talk about it in a little more detail after the theme song. So the big question is this: how do we ambitious professionals avoid the slow-moving career, take control of our time, and get paid for two things: doing what excites us and making an impact bigger than anyone ever thought was possible? That is the question, and this podcast has the answers. My name is Candace Spears, and welcome to Ambition, Honey, and Hustle. I'm remembering when I joined GE's IT leadership program. The program was a 2-year rotational program. We would rotate roles every 6 months, and it really was a heavy investment in leadership experience. So lots of learning opportunities, all that good stuff. When the program first kicked out, I went to 3 weeks of boot camp in Connecticut. I vividly remember there was so much mixed excitement about, I'm in a new job. These are new people. I'm in Connecticut. All this stuff. Good, fun. And one of the things that came along with that experience is we had to prepare for a pitch at the end of the 3 weeks that really showcased all the different things that we learned. And we were doing everything from some coding work to some market analysis stuff to, overall business presentations and presentation skills themselves. So I remember being in the presentation skills class, and as we were preparing to do our practice pitches, as a lot of people, I'm sure you've experienced, if you haven't experienced it yourself, tend to get nervous when it comes to public speaking. And so sitting in this presentations class, I remember it was practice pitch day, and I was up. And this was as part of the presentation skills. So not our group pitch yet, but I was up, and I just recall, getting prepared, but getting a little antsy in my chair, fingers a little bit more fidgety than normal. And typically I don't have a problem getting up and speaking in front of people and all that good stuff, but there is a bit of nervousness in the preparation right before you actually get up there. So I really wasn't the only one in the room. I mean, you could sense that there was a little bit of nail biting, a little bit of shifting all around the table. And at that moment, the instructor had given us some tips before we started going down the presentation path. And I just remember him saying, so think about this when you feel nervous for a presentation. Know that you are in that room, you are giving this presentation because you have something that the other person, the people in the audience, need to hear. You're there, you have something that they need to walk away with. And I just recall letting that sink in and thinking, okay, all right, I can see this. I have something that I have to give to them, so let's just make this happen. All right, so I become next in line, and it feels like, sometimes 30 seconds feels like an eternity, but I'm going to venture maybe 30 seconds or so go by before I hear my name called. And so I stand up from my seat. I start to walk towards the front, trying to gather my confidence, feeling a little bit nervous, ready to rock it, trying to shake off the nervousness. And the first words come out of my mouth. And I just remember, okay, now this mental game is happening, and I'm losing track of what I'm going to say next because I'm getting this mental headspace. People are looking at me. What's going on? I'm about to screw up. What's going on? And at that moment, the instructor's words came back to me, and they came back to me so hard. Like, Candace, you have something that these people that are listening to you need to get. You have something that they need to hear. So took it in, and at that point, again, that mind shift happened, or the confidence went through the roof. It became okay, I'm here because I have a message that they need to hear, so let me go ahead and give it. They need something from me. Let me give it to them. And that helped me get through the rest of the presentation. And that's something that I take with me today. Now, thinking about that same thing is true when we allow ourselves to stay in careers that limit and constrain our impact, when we know that there is more for us to do. And same thing is true when you know there's a bigger impact to chase and you don't do it because either you're scared or you don't feel competent or you let self-doubt creep in. If you think about it, what we're doing is depriving other people of the opportunity to receive and learn from our gifts, our skills, our talents, right? We all have something that we have to offer. But when we let those other factors come in and keep us from giving it to them, we not only miss an opportunity for ourselves, we miss an opportunity for others. And so if you can think about that, your impact, your bigger impact to make, if you choose to allow yourself to be constrained, to allow yourself to not go forward, you're cheating some other people too. If we're not already, let's get connected. I tend to hang out on Instagram, and you can follow me at Candace Spears. If you follow me, drop me a DM and let me know that you're listening on the podcast. I've got some really awesome goodies for you. And right now I've got the From Boredom to Career Fulfillment in 3 Months video guide. So that might be of interest to you. Either way, I look forward to connecting with you very, very soon.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.